Who wants to get raided? Getting your house burned down doesn't seem like the most desirable outcome for anybody. Just ask the hornets that live in my backyard. Why? Because you lose all your stuff, and that's basically all you are in this game, isn't it? Anyone can be a freak on a beach, but what you have, the things that you acquire, that's what really defines a Rust player. And getting raided most likely means losing all of that stuff, all the progress, and going back to the respawn screen. Do you remember the first time that you logged into a raided base? Put yourself back there, really picture it. You've got maybe a couple dozen hours, having a lot of fun playing this new game that you've watched tons of videos about. You don't know what most of this junk does, but you'll log on and figure it out tomorrow. But there is no tomorrow. You logged into the server that you've been playing on and there's a death screen. Someone named 420 Booty Wizard killed you with an assault rifle. You run back to your base location to find that it's been picked clean, or worse, griefed. All that hard work? All the stuff you got? All the cute little building plans that you had? Gone? Why the fuck do people play this game? You think if only you could have been there. If only you could have been ready. If only you could have defended. You might not have won, your best gun was a Revo, but at least you could have faced off with the pieces of shit who raise everything you worked hard for to the ground. But being online to defend is a different ballgame. Some of you may have defended online before, either as a solo or small group, or even in a big clan. Maybe it was even a traumatic experience, if odds are you were hopelessly outmatched and it was over quicker than I would last with Throat Rust. But for those of you that had the time and tools to defend, you know why you're here. You know that if you're well prepared for a raid when you get it, you're instantly transported into the role of Kevin McAllister in Home Alone, ready to defend your home from Joe Pesci and the other guy with some slapstick antics and homebrewed guerrilla-style death traps. That's what this video is. We're talking onlines in this video, baby. How to get ready, how to get them, and how to win. Can you imagine if I did this intro with the same talking cinematic animations in like 95% of Rust videos right now? This video is just like the last guide I put out on raiding. You'll find real-world examples, tactics, tips, and practical advice for defending online raids. And just like the last video, we're going to start with the very basics. Let's say you were online when those assholes came knocking. Let's say you're solo and primwalked and you started hearing booms around your area. Or maybe there's footsteps right outside your base. Maybe you're huddled in the corner of your shit shack and you're frightened and shitting and pissing. Maybe you've searched up how to not get raided and unfortunately stumbled on this video instead. Sorry about you. And I'm sorry to tell you, but at some point in this game, you're gonna get raided when you're not prepared for it. But hey, come here. It'll be okay. I'm gonna tell you a couple of the things you'll wish you had done before you get reduced to a smoldering crater. Number 1, have another exit ASAP. Ideally roof access. Making the raiders have to watch 2 or even 3 exits from your base rather than pigeonholing into one door can make or break the raid. Your job is to spread out the attention and awareness of the people who are here to kill you. If you're a little more established, think about throwing down a 2x1 right outside your base for an outside respawn or a flank base. Even if you just throw a double barrel in there. If you're new or outnumbered, don't think about it like you're trying to out-chad the raiders. You're actually the mole in a game of whack-a-mole. Put yourself in the mind of a rat. You know your rat hole better than anyone. Where will you pop out next? Next, look at me. Look, clean your goddamn room. Organize your loot so that when the booms start, you're not sifting through the trash heap of your boxes to find the ceiling mats or that one grenade you know you had. Surprise! You're getting raided and you have an MP5. Can you find the pistol ammo? Time's up, nerd. You're raided. Now, for some rapid fire tips. Number 1, grenades. Put them on a double door. Open the door so it peeks through the wall. Boom. Close the door. Deployables. Rust's raid block feature prevents you from replacing building blocks shortly after they're destroyed to make sealing harder, but that doesn't prevent you from placing deployables. This fine young man, Casey Mo, taught me the power of vending machines and also lockers, but not because of what you think. Lockers can be replaced immediately after they're destroyed, and they'll eat a whole rocket. Here comes me. Oh.
Okay, come on in. Yeah, break that.
What the?
Break that.
So are you just sitting there spamming it like as I'm deleting it?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
wild. Spam it.
Yeah,
Ready?
go ahead. Yeah. Is that crazy, dude?
Yeah, it's so quick. It's instant.
Yeah, it's instant.
Have a stack ready for when the wall or door blows and instantly spam them one after the other. Key locks, not code locks when you're trying to spam doors. Otherwise, you risk dying and letting the raiders get a door in your own base.
You're smart guy.
Put the code.
I died. They're getting got it. Somebody has to put the code.
Oh, they got the door.
Oh no.
Yeah. It might be over, boys. This is a big one. Lock your fucking TCs. This should be self-explanatory, but I can't tell you how many bases I've boomed into to find a nice, welcoming TC inviting me to take a load off. You want your TC to be a guard dog for you, not a welcome mat. Locking your TC forces raiders to break it and replace it if they want crucial building privilege to seal the base. If your TC is unlocked, they can just claim it as their own. Don't try to min-max your loot and take all the most valuable stuff. Your goal is to grab the essentials and go. Don't let yourself get attached to anything you're not willing to walk out on in 30 seconds flat if you feel that heat around the corner. Cause she's got a great ass! If you lost, join the fucking club, brother. It's just pixels. You'll rebuild and be more ready the next time. Every raid encounter is just like the first few fights in this game. Each one taught you how the guns handled, what the time to kill was, how to take cover and push. Raids are the same way, except fewer and further between, so it may take you a few times to get your nerves in check, but every time you feel yourself developing a more steely resolve, cooling down those fight-or-flight impulses to help you remember how to defend better with a calmer, killer instinct. Now, you should probably pause this video and come back and finish it later after you rebuild. But before you go, please consider subscribing. If you've watched this far, it greatly helped the channel in its infancy, and it is free after all. Subscribe on YouTube's out. What's the point to any of this? Why am I here? To make something that I think is funny or interesting? Or am I really just contributing to some horrible mechanism? Harvesting human emotion and consciousness for a petty profit? Are any of my feelings even real? There's so little time that we have here, but how will I make a difference? How could I possibly hope to make a meaningful impact on anything? Why does the hair on my balls grow back so much faster than anywhere? As usual, this is the part where I add the disclaimer that I am not, in fact, alone in Tokyo. I am not Warrior. I am not the best at any of the things that we're going to talk about today. I've probably lost the majority of raid defenses that weren't in giant clan bases. But there's one thing that I have that a lot of higher skilled players don't. And that's a bunch of footage of raid defenses that I have to get rid of to make space on my hard drive. Preparation. Winning raids will come down to how ready you are to defend. You can be the most cracked 90 cranking, Twitch clip-worthy zoomer with sub-millisecond reaction times, but if you only have one bag in your core and you die to an HV, the raid's over. The way I see it, respawns are your first problem. The solution? Research this shit ASAP. Beds allow you to respawn in 90 seconds as opposed to the standard 5 minutes of the sleeping bag respawn. And if your base design allows, have at least 2 of them on opposite sides of your base. If the raiders decide to go through the east side of your base, it's no dramas, baby. You got a bed on the west side. As you run out of box space in your core for guns, armor, and kits, start putting them in lockers or boxes next to your respawn so that you can jump right back into the action during the raid. Next problem, sealing. Look, unless something has gone horribly wrong, even the worst raiders are going to make some new holes in your base. How ready you are to patch those up can make your base 2 or 3 times more expensive to raid. If you're in a mid-sized base, raiders probably took an estimated guess at how much boom they'll need to get your hot, wet loot. Your job is to throw off that guesstimate. Our team has a good habit of leaving boxes of emergency materials and a building plan and hammer in small boxes around our base. This lets anyone throw down another metal wall for the raiders to deal with. You can even leave some doors or other deployables in there to slap down and pinch. All of this needs to happen before you think it does. The more you run out of your base, the more time you'll need to spend inside it getting it nice and tidy. Remember, a raid can come at any minute. So try to find a balance between playing the game and homemaking. Now, all that being said, if you do get online raided, most of the time it'll be when you're unprepared to, and sometimes it'll even be in an unfinished base. But depending on how prepared you are, and if you have a few tricks up your sleeve, you can mount a very viable raid defense out of even a single door. In our first example, me and my 2 teammates got raided in Dragon's Nano base before we'd built any of the open core, peaks, bedrooms, or really anything except the starter core, an armored door, and a single window peak. Even though we eventually lost, we dragged out what should have been an open and shut 5v3 raid defense to over 45 minutes of back and forth. That's my sub goal. Oh my god, we're actually getting raided.
Going outside.
He's holding door.
Oh, then I'll see it.
From here. Everyone will be fine. Let's calm down.
Yeah. No, I could upgrade this to high qual right now if they start booming it.
Yeah, start upgrading. You might as well.
Go.
Okay. Hold on. Don't peek that.
Hit it before.
One dead.
Hit marker? Can I push out there, you think?
Go for it. I'm reloading.
I'm going.
Clear?
I just went out. I'm playing compound. Fucking battering ram outside of the compound.
Blow the battering ram up.
I'm dead outside door. There's another one in compound.
In the compound?
Yeah.
Or in the
door.
Hit
He's
him
in
once.
front of the door.
Hit him once. He like blended in. He's dead inside? The one that killed you, Rob? I don't know where that M2 is. Oh, fuck. I don't know where that guy was. I'm dead. Roger?
I'm running back from my other bag. There's two. There's a Hazy and a full AK.
Closing
He
it,
fucking
closing
downed
it.
me too.
Oh,
He's
don't open that door anymore.
110. Yeah. I don't think they've made... Oh,
This kid has the nuttiest angle.
they're booming that front door.
Yeah,
I have
man.
another armor door ready to replace, but it's like going to be raid blocked, right?
Got another hit marker.
Okay.
I have another double door right here. There's another armored double door right here.
Yeah, are they peeking right now? Can I open this garage door and replace the window?
Go for it
I'm
right
gonna do it.
now. I got another hit marker.
Windows replace? Pick it up and I'll place the door. I
Lock
can't.
it, lock- nice.
It's key locked.
Oh my god, this foundation's at 48 too.
How many Red Bulls are you on right now, Rod?
I don't know, dude. I lost count.
I think they broke a door.
Okay,
All right,
okay.
let's go. Let's go.
All right. I have to open
I'm
that door.
going.
Both of y'all go in
You
there?
gotta scoot over.
Ready?
Ready? They're here. Go. Oh, close. They're out.
I closed the door.
Another one door in front of you. Another one in the door in front of you.
I'm dead. Close the door, Charles.
I closed both doors.
We just need to HV out that window again right now. We need to get the launcher and just HV out the window right
These
now.
aren't HVs, by the way. These are real rockets.
Yeah,
I don't
fuck
give
it.
a
Send him.
fuck. Send
Yeah,
it.
I don't
Send
give a
it.
fuck either.
He's there. He's right on the door. Right on the door.
Hit marker.
Beautiful.
Go.
No, another one. Yeah, I'm just peeking the latch with them too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think they're getting any deeper.
They're booming the. Yep, they're booming the door again. They're incending the door.
Fine.
Okay.
You have another incend? You should really just open the window and fucking throw another one over there.
Open it. Didn't put it
Open.
back down.
Any hit markers?
I'm getting hit markers.
Can I code lock the door?
I'll close the hatch.
This is the most insane base defense ever. This is an insane day. Can you get a rocket ready? We're gonna rocket out this window.
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
All right, ready? Picking it
Yeah,
up in
yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Go. I got a hit marker. There was body. There's a guy on it grabbing stuff. He just
You
died.
want to do it again?
Go. Just open it. Open.
Ready?
Open.
Open.
Yeah.
Now. Closed. Oh.
The door won't close.
Yeah, you made it in, bro. The door won't close.
So this base is for defendability through this window.
That single window. Why are you being so mean?
Can you say it with your chest? Because you're saying it like a big bitch right now.
Hey, don't listen to these guys. Please don't raid my base. Please. I want to keep my stuff in my base. Guys, this is base, Trouters, this is base defense 101. Always beg for your lives. Yeah, you ready, Nick?
I'm ready.
I'm going to open on 3. 1, 2, 3.
I didn't get anything. All right, let's go kill these guys.
Yeah.
Rockets.
Let's go out there and kill them. They can let us walk out. Let's go. We killed all those guys. They grabbed the rockets after we killed all them all.
That is actually true.
Yeah, like not like we didn't kill them.
I'm placing a random
Inside
bed.
the-
I'm sorry.
They're in the raid base.
They're in it?
No,
Oh, they're on
like
top
all
of
around
it. They're on top of it. Yeah. I'm about to...
They did raid that.
I'm headshot. I'm dead on the roof.
One dead. Full dead.
Nice,
on
nice,
roof
nice.
one.
Good.
On roof one.
Yeah, one's on the roof.
One's on top of the roof. One's in the raid tower.
Rob, I need you
Oh,
to
shit.
end that man's whole career with an M2, please.
The guy on the woof? You want me
The
to kill
guy
him?
into Woof, please kill him.
Can I get some?
Okay. Oh, I got tripled.
He's down.
Nice. I also doubled him.
Yeah. It's like the pickle jar. Like you loosened it up for me.
Crystal meds in a box? Killed the one behind or no?
I killed the Arctic behind, yeah.
I'm going out. Let's all go out.
Yeah. Let's all go out. You guys want to go out tonight?
Let's lose the last kids that we got.
I agree. Oh, he's in the... I didn't wall fast enough. He's peeking out of the latch of the armored door on the front base. I didn't realize it was an
Fine.
armored door. Where are you,
That-
Nick?
No, there's another guy outside.
They're all just respawning in there.
shit. I got him too. I'm down on the roof. I'm afraid.
Get in here, dude. Get in Discord. They've been here for an hour.
What the
Oh,
fuck
shit.
is happening right
Get out of the doorway.
Muffin, get out of the door. We're getting raided. We've been getting raided for like 30 minutes. Please don't raid my base. Wait. We need the window here.
now? Put a window.
Window. Where's the other window? How do you keep losing the window?
I don't know where the other one is.
And hurry, we're all getting rocketed and it's over.
Yeah, I know. It's open.
Place it.
Don't do it.
Place.
I opened it.
I don't have any HGM.
I'm for it. Oh,
I'm dead.
Watch out.
I opened the fucking latch.
Yeah, do not open that hatch.
get out of the way, get out. Hit marker. Be careful, that's gonna be gone.
Oh, I see. Yeah, he's
There's
sitting
two more.
in
There's
the
two more.
window.
Can
He's
you
just
rock it
sitting in the
again?
window.
They're in. They're.
Yep, I need a kit, hold on.
I don't have any kit. It's a hatch. Like once you open that, they can't get in.
It's kind of fun.
I don't have any more bags. Yeah, bags are gone.
Yeah, they rocketed bugs.
GG's boys, GG's. Hey, if y'all wanna hang out, this was all on stream. Just a humble, tiny little hot wet streamer.
Wait.
Say hi to chat, boys. You got 61 sloppers /dirty chout with a 0.
Oh yeah.
Well done.
Sloppers. Fuck yeah.
That's right. Thank y'all for the online. We appreciate it. When it comes to actually getting online, there's a number of factors to consider, and sometimes it'll seem entirely random. We had no history with the group that raided us in the Nano base, and if I had to guess, it probably came down to the fact that we had AKs and we were in a very tiny, unfinished, and raidable base. I think you've got 3 different levers to pull and to play with when it comes to increasing your chances of getting online. The server, base design, and your playstyle. Each choice affects the other in some sort of freakish, fucked up seesaw, and triangulating your position between these 3 vertices will determine how likely you are to get raided. Probably the first factor that affects if you're going to get raided is the server that you choose to play on. You won't get raided on Timmy's noob-friendly PvE Weenie Hut Jr. server, unfortunately. But on the other hand, if you're not a 10,000-hour Chad or a God Squad, hopping onto Restoria Long's 900 pop server on wipe day probably means you're resigning yourself to a few hours of misery and getting nothing in return except 2 wood doors and a tier 1 to show for it. Maybe you'll get molly raided, but the point I'm trying to make is you have to strike a balance between difficulty and the likelihood of encountering and provoking a team of Chads to raid you. If you don't ever progress past Revos on Hell Server US Monthly, you're not offering a great reason for a group to spend their hard-earned sulfur on your rat base. And in making this decision, eventually a question will arise. Modded or vanilla? Now, do I play vanilla? Do I enjoy the struggle, the constant wrestling with destiny, triumphing over the most raw and unrefined experiences? Of course, shit rocks. Do I play modded, where I get to enjoy quality of life upgrades and accelerated progression and high-octane PvP in less time than it would take to start from scratch? Hell yeah, brother. The way some vanilla players are with only playing the most stock, unmodded experience and under no circumstances using any server with any mods is sometimes like how cringe people are who only drink black coffee. Bro, you're not even tasting the coffee. You're missing all the flavor. Why cover up the taste of perfectly good coffee for some whipped cream Fava Java bullshit? I don't know, because I like it? What are you, a trope from 2009? Did you play Rust before it was cool too? So I like a little whipped cream in my Morning Joe. Yeah, fucking sue me. Playing on a 2x or a 3x will get you rated a hell of a lot faster than on vanilla. Hell, I tell most of the new players that I talk to that if they want to get more comfortable with high-tier PvP, you should spend a few hours on a 10x. Modded players are much more liberal with sending boom into a base than when they had to sacrifice dozens of hours, relationships, and job opportunities just to farm the sulfur needed to make one rocket. And for you modded players who are the exact opposite, only playing on a 2x or a 3x servers or worse, /kit servers, when you can just buy yourself a little kit that your mommy packed up for you with a little juice box. I just have a question for you. Does an AK mean anything to you anymore? In fact, I know what you are. You're a cosplayer. You're not here for the struggle or the grind. You bought Rust maybe on a sale or even a pirated account, and you stuck around because you liked the gunplay, but all this annoying progression and farming gets in the way. So you hopped on a modded server, and that's where you've been for the last thousands of hours. Why farm for an endgame gun when you can just buy one? Hell, it's probably only a matter of time until you take the next step. Why play the game when you can just buy cheats? Well, I have something to tell you. We don't want your kind around here. Go back to whatever flavor of the month, Gooner Fuel FPS that you're playing, because when you're done and bored with gaming and you move on to more productive, interesting hobbies, I'll still be here. We'll all still be here. We've been here for 11 years, and we're still going strong. You can't outlast Rust, because Rust will outlast us all. My culture is not a costume. If you're just trying to rattle the cage and kick the hornet's nest, obviously you can fart down a legacy wood shelter outside of the clan base and mic spam until they all molly raid you. But we're talking about how to get epic raid defenses in this video, in a defendable base that takes longer than 5 minutes to foundry wipe. So that means that we need to think about base design. This also counts as preparation, but I put it here because so much of a group's decision to raid comes down to what your base looks like. For example, having external TCs is so useful to raid defenses because it provides overlapping building privilege, and they broadcast to groups that you're rich enough and savvy enough to have good stuff in your base. But they might scare off groups that are looking for an easy smash and grab. Picking a base design comes down to finding a balance on yet another one of my patented continuums. On one side, you have the safest, most defendable base designs. A dozen external TCs, roof bunkers, 17 walls to core. See Mr. Man's bunker lover base design for a great example. Of course, you need a lot more players and building materials to build these bases, and they're much safer, and it's for those same reasons that you're less likely to get raided in them unless you're playing on a server where it's expected that other large groups reside and send big raids. But you can absolutely bring about awesome raid defenses in very unraidable bases by balancing the other two factors on our continuum. We lived in the bunker lover for years. Would you and your group ever raid this? Well, can you believe that in the years that we've lived out of this monstrosity, we've been raided more than a dozen times in it? It's because we chose the right server and playstyle. On the other side, you have the easiest, most harmless looking bases that you can find, threatened by a strong gust of wind. Wooden 2x1s, roleplay bases, or bases that seem to have no rhyme or reason whatsoever. But the interesting thing on this side is that the base design alone may also turn away raiders. Why? Too poor. There's no way these cretins have any loot. They're role players. They don't even know what hard side versus soft side is. How would they know what valuables to keep in their base and what's trash? However, this can also mean that if your other factors like playstyle and server are ratcheted up to 11 and you do get raided despite your silly looking base, it might mean you're in a lot shittier of a position to defend. Here's the bad news. To get raided, you actually have to play Rust. That means getting out on the map and exposing yourself to groups that could potentially raid you. What that looks like usually means fighting over crates, killing people at monuments, going for airdrops. The more you expose yourself to the wildlife of the server, the more likely you are to run into and piss off a group that wants to raid you. Playing like a sneaky, unassuming farmer and running away from any fight probably won't get you raided, even if it's your favorite way to play. The number one easiest way to get a raid on you is to grub an AK kit off of a group in some slimy sleazeball tactic and then scurry off into your rat hole base while they watch you.
Wait, if you grab a kit and go die in front of the turret right now, you could get a big...
Yes.
Oh my
God,
god, okay. All right, I'm gonna go die in front of the turret.
Yes.
Yeah, make sure it's right in front.
Not my bag. I died immediately.
Okay, he killed me.
Wait.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm looking at it right now.
Now. It sounds like he's on me.
Now.
Now?
Now.
Yes,
Nice.
It's going. Let's go get him.
Oh, he's down.
Yeah,
Get
once
him,
we
rock
get
him.
them.
Down. They're both
I got
down.
it.
The car's here now.
I'm going in the base. I have AK.
Should I shut
Get
it?
baited,
No,
nerds.
keep it open. Keep it open.
Yeah, keep it open for now.
Big. Big bait. Big turret bait.
Oh, we're
They
gonna get
drove
raided.
the
showing that you have highly valuable gear in a base with only 4 to 8 rockets to core, and being a nuisance makes you public enemy #1 for when the group whose breakfast you've been shitting in finally gets boomed. But it's so much more fun to get these when you're established, and to make it happen in a base that takes more than 10 sulfur nodes to raid, you gotta be worth raiding. So get out there and DB some AK guys, go to counter other raids, and play the video game. Last word on playstyle. Let's be honest with ourselves, most raids are gonna be offline. It's one of the reasons I made my other video on encouraging gamers to online raid more. But your best bet for defending an online is unfortunately interrupting an offline. That means we have to use this bullshit. I know most of you have never bothered with it. Stop, don't click away. It takes 15 seconds to set up. Oh man, you mean I gotta download an app? Oh, and sign in? And pair the server? I can't tell you how many of my teammates have avoided this shit because it requires action outside of their computer screen. Even if you don't take the extra steps of setting up all the smart device bullshit, the death notification is crucial to this strategy of interrupting offlines. The days of sleeping with your headphones on and cranked up to the max are in the past. Smart alarms and seismic sensors with Rust Plus are the next step of Rust evolution, and one of the only ways to guarantee you'll get notified about being offline rated while it's happening. And if you're truly dedicated, you can take extra, more extreme steps. Streamers and YouTubers, for example, have been known to set up complex digital dominoes attached to Rust Plus noties that call their phones, ring alarms, or even turn on the lights in their houses to wake them up. Look at this freakazoid, for example. But I do not recommend this. Why? It's just pixels. Unless playing this game is your job, it's not worth it to lose sleep over your base getting raided. I mentioned last time that you can always rebuild, and coming back from zero is one of the most gratifying things you can do in this game. I see so many players treat this like it's some job, sacrificing their personal lives, relationships, and obligations to make sure that they keep their loot in their boxes. It's actively harmful to you as a human to be this worried about your pixels. And let me just save you some trouble. Coming from a guy who's on the other side of this, when you get a couple thousand hours under your belt, you start to realize that being healthy feels much better than waking up with only 3 hours of sleep to raid defend for a few hours, even if you win. Take it from your buddy Trout. It's just not worth it. I am not your buddy. You're getting raided. You're actually getting raided. Stop. The next few moments in your mind will greatly affect the coming storm. Let's check up on how you're feeling. If this is your first time, you're probably pretty scared. That's okay. I was scared my first time too. But it's important to realize this is what you waited for. It's not over. We're actually so back. You're Kevin McAllister. You're Rambo. You're fucking H. June. Goals for the raid defense are wide and varied and will determine where to focus and what to do. Are you only focused on winning the defense so you can play another day? Or do you want to frag out, collecting clips for your fledgling TikTok channel? Or do you think you can get some boom off the raiders if you play your cards right? Whatever your goals are, you might be inclined to run outside and face the threat head on to see where the damage is and how bad it is. Before you do anything, it doesn't matter if you only heard one rocket. It doesn't matter how many are online. Assume the worst. Every door has a full metal AK raider behind it. Every corner is being watched by a guy with HV rockets. Be extremely cautious with where you peek and what doors you open until you're 100% sure of where the danger is. Jiggle peek corners, close doors behind you, and don't die with a bunch of grenades on you that the raiders could pick up and use on your team. Ceiling. We talked about this earlier. The more walls you're able to replace during the raid means the more likely you are to bankrupt your raiders on boom. It's a war of attrition. Will they run out of rockets before they get through to all your respawns? And your main issue with actually sealing is going to be this fuck bastard right here, the most inhuman roof camper known to man, that the enemy team left in the raid base to look out for your twig and shoot it out before you upgrade. How will you deal with him? Simple. Vision. If you can prolong the raid until nighttime, you have the added bonus of raiders not being able to see what you're doing until you've built and upgraded. Or if you're not solo, listen to your teammates' comms and wait until you hear 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead, and seal while they're respawning or focused on your team. Lastly, if you have smoke grenades, you can use them to obscure vision to your base while you're sealed. Kind of a double-edged sword though. You don't want to blind the rest of your teammates from raid defending. When you think you have a shot, be prepared to place the twig and then upgrade fast. Take a minute to get your hammer and building plan on your hotbar and think about what actions you're about to do. Select the plan. Pick the building block. Left click to place. Select hammer. Right click wall. drag to stone or metal, release. Enter it into the queue of the set actions in your mind and then hit play. The last part of this section is a little vague. Be aggressive. It's easy to think that with a break in the action, you should hole up in the safety of your albeit somewhat crumpled base to craft meds and wait it out. But that's the time that you could be using to reposition, to seal, or to destroy the raiders' bed so that they can't come back as easily. So if you kill a few, or if you hear counters, use that time wisely. Push out and replace compound walls. Pick up guns off the ground so the raiders can't re-kit, or send an incense rocket into the raid base window embrasures to buy yourself a little more time. In this next example, we eventually had the advantage of a teammate with a killer peak and an M2. So as the raiders had to deal with him, we took to pushing out and retaking control of their platform.
We need to stop them from building up close.
Killed one outside. They're building really fast. Killed another one out there.
We're just shooting from it, basically. How close are they to our base right now? Right in front of our base. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna be on
They're close to the base, close to the base, close to the base. They're in ours.
Yeah, they're in our compound, yes.
They haven't pushed in yet.
Oh my god!
What?
Just pushed me into our compound.
Little rocketer.
They're inside
I want to figure out where this turret is. I can maybe...
I'm taking the turret out, I'm taking the turret out.
Right, nothing at the I'm not. That's off. I'm ran off.
I'm breaking that turret, I'm breaking the new turret.
So am I.
They're flying off my alley.
There's another turret. Man, I'm crazy with the turret.
I killed the guy
That
pushing
guy's
me.
dead? Yep.
Killed one on their base with a rocket launcher.
You're getting up, you're getting up.
Another dead, two dead.
Oh, you fucking idiot.
Oh, M2 just fried.
Yo, my base,
What's
my base shaking?
Oh,
My base is shaking as well.
Get inside, boys. Yeah, get inside, boys.
No, Muffin, no, turret.
Run. Don't cover me, I'm covering you.
I'm holding you,
I'm
Muffin.
covering you.
I'm holding you.
Olin, come, run.
There's one more coming out right
Those
where
rockets
Muffin's
back at
at.
their cargo box. All the rockets back at their cargo
Throwing at him,
box.
boys. They're throwing right at him.
With the depot box already.
I'm throwing at him. Launcher?
Muffin, there's one potentially right around the corner from you.
Yeah, above you, Muffin.
He's dead, bro. He's so dead.
Oh my God, one above you, another one behind you. Who's naked pushing their shit?
It's Gary. He's like fucking G, bro.
I killed him, Gary. I killed him.
They're trying to push
Gotta
another turret.
move a bit.
I killed him.
Nice.
I guess I got a marker too. Down with the fucking bomb, boys. Down with the bomb. AK on the right. Down. Off here.
I'm two.
I got a compound bow. Taking on the left.
I got a compound bow.
One dead.
With their best.
Oh, to the right. You don't need to worry about that guy, Charlie.
Quadruple headshot
Why are they shooting me already?
Oh my god, our base is open.
A lot of our base is open, by the way,
Yeah, it
at open
absolutely
core.
is.
Like, wow.
Yo, I built this on white there. What the fuck is this? Why, yo, hey!
Hey!
Yo, use me.
Olin, Mr. Man is going to freehand replace everything unless you get back here.
Yo, there's
Okay,
bodies
cool.
to our right, Muffin. Right here.
Sorry. There's so many bodies. More dead.
Can I push, Gigs? Okay, Fob dead, Fob dead. Nice. One more dead. Dead. One dead, Sergeant. One more dead.
It's dead.
I'm killing response.
This is nuts. Okay, this is the raid right here.
Oh, shit.
Another dead. We're dead. Another dead.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm coming
Shut
out.
up.
Three dead.
I'm coming back for the Benelli, please. Just let me get in there.
Just kill you.
Oh, maybe it's the roof. Yeah.
I'm dead.
Holy
This kid's
shit.
pushing up full HP. What the fuck?
He's dead.
Wait, they're in the scrappy. They're leaving.
No, they're not. Dead. Two dead.
Okay, are we all saying GG?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Deeper off. What should I say? 8?
Say we're a duo. Everybody type we're a duo at the same time.
Bro, all they have in here is just an inventory of fucking pumpkins. What the fuck are y'all doing?
Let's say you win the raid. The feeling of successfully defending your base from raiders, the moments after the explosions stop and the sounds of building have ceased, the base is sealed, all your cozy loot is tucked away in boxes, is indescribable. You'll feel a wave of relief, calm, exhilaration, validation, and you'll probably get a little horny too. It's easy to get swept up in this feeling, to lose track of the state of your base, and to start shit-talking in global chat. So, first things first, before you come in your own pants and start copy-pasting all over the chat, ask yourself this: if they came back right now with 2 more rows of rockets, how fucked would I be? In the video I put out a few years ago about the streamer Pyro TV and his group raiding us, they won after 4 fucking rounds of dying and coming back with boom. Will your base survive another pummel? What's your med box looking like? Do you have some kits that you can scrounge up and get ready for the next round? Is everything not only patched but brought back up to 100% with honeycomb, externals, doors, and code locks? Next, unless there's some extenuating circumstance like a hacker or extremely toxic or racist behavior, there's really nothing stopping you from being a graceful winner with 2 letters. In fact, some of my favorite interactions in this game were shortly after a raid when players came together to debrief and talk about what everyone experienced from all sides. Hearing that a naked got away with 16 rockets, or that the raiders were 1 door away from TC, or that all the sulfur in your boxes was on the ground at one point, that can really elevate those memories in your mind for years to come. So if you can help it, don't be toxic to your raiders. At the very least, try to say GG and thanks for the online. Lastly, if you can, return to sender. If you won the raid, you probably got some stuff to spare, and you might even be getting ready to end your wipe anyway. So ride that high and send it back. After all, if you got some boom off of the raiders that you didn't have to farm, it's free real estate. Who cares if you lose it? Now, let's say you lost the raid. We're back here again. That old familiar feeling of returning to a base that was once home to so many memories and hours of hard work. You can hear the pitter-patter of your teammates' footsteps walking around on metal floors. The echo of small furnaces bounce off of the hallways. You've placed loads of loot, building blocks, deployables, and decorations, but it's all gone. 100,000 game assets used to live in this place, but now it's a ghost town. The feeling of loss isn't unlike losing your beloved keepsakes in real life. All the plans you had, all the memories you made, destroyed. You can't help but think back to that version of you with the dozen hours. The ache of that first offline still lingers. And now it stings a little deeper because I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. One thing, if you're watching this video, then you're receiving a message from that baby version of yourself. However many hundreds or thousands of hours ago, this is a time capsule, a message in a bottle carried over the waves of countless wipes into today's server. And the message is this: you are spiritually obligated to rebuild at least once. You owe it to your past self. The childlike, freshly spawned naked, full of potential ideas, smelling of baby powder and monster energy. Look at his face. Maybe you'll take a day or two, but when you return to Rust, it may be tempting to move to a different server. But you actually can't skip this step. It's illegal. Facepunch put it in the EULA fine print when you bought the game. You must rebuild at least once. In late February, we got raided every day for 7 days, sometimes twice a day. Eventually, it just became a meme that we would be starting from scratch and reestablished in an hour or two. And here's what I learned. Any little crumbs that you can squirrel away for your rebuild will be crucial. When you're logging off for the night, try to think about the favors that you can do to your future team. Hazy with the hatchet might not seem like much after you're roaming full kit, but when you're naked and hitting a tree with a rock for wood to seal up your base after it's been raided, you're gonna be grateful. We've even hit a kit and some mats in our external TCs, which are usually a lower priority target when we're getting raided. Finally, if you're not starting completely from zero, take a look at some of the shops on the map for resources and equipment that could help boost your restart. Buy what you can at outposts, and rather than running it all the way back to your base, set up a shell vending machine to airdrop loot home with transactions that your teammates set up at base. Whatever you can do to claw your way back, you must. We've talked about what you owe your past self, how optimistic and bright his future looks, but you also owe it to your future self. That feeling of overcoming the greatest challenge, triumphing in the face of adversity, to see a new dawn on the server after you've been reduced to zero. You'd be robbing yourself if you didn't try at least once to come back. With our base gone, your journey may have ended, and fate has yielded its reward. A new journey to call home. We live among this world now, hiding in plain sight, but watching over the server in secret, waiting, planning. I have witnessed your capacity for courage, and though we are worlds apart, like myself, there's more to you than meets the eye. I am Dirty Trout, and I send this message to any players taking refuge out there in the servers. We are here, and we will rebuild. Thank you so much for watching, and this is for real. Please tell me about your raid defenses. I would love to hear your stories. I hugely appreciated the comments and thoughts that were left on my last video, and I read every single one. And thank you so much to Facepunch for featuring it on the community blog. I'm streaming more on the other website these days. Feel free to check it out here, and at me on Twitter if you'd care to. Thank you so much to all the sloppers who made our first community wipe a memorable one. I'm already looking forward to the next. Thanks again. Kisses.